guys, welcome back and thank you very much for watching. So today is April favorites time. Yeah, that was a big brain fart. I almost forgot in what month we are right now. April for me was excellent. I went to Paris for a week, then I went to visit my family in Moldova, and also because it was my big brother's wedding and we celebrated and it was amazing. I was in Paris with Andrei and our friends, and again, I had an amazing time there as well. We visited a lot of places, we took a lot of pictures, we just enjoyed, our time, and you probably saw that already in the vlog. Now, my next two favorites are actually movies, the Black Panther and also the Avengers Infinity War, which I saw really recently. I'm not a massive fan of Avengers or any Marvel movies or DC movies, but sometimes I like to watch a good superhero kind of movie in a way. And I must say that these two movies are definitely my favorite movies from the whole Marvel superhero movies thing. Really enjoy watching Black Panther. Very well directed, the actors, just the vibe, the music, all those African kind of vibes I really like. And also the Avengers, the Infinity War, I was not expecting this movie to be as good. Especially because the previous one that I saw, it was, meh. But in this one we have so many Marvel characters and all the emotions. I was so involved with all the characters, and the ending as well. Basically, I want to see the next one, so I'm waiting for that to come. Before I move on, I know that you will ask, these earrings are from Two Bandits, and I got them through Free People, and these are again some of my favorites for April. I was wearing them non-stop, and I know that you will ask, so there you go. Okay, now moving on to skincare and beauty. Now the first product I wanted to mention, the Hangover RX primer from Too Faced. I wanted to try this for such a long time, especially because of Kathleen Light. Plus, I saw a lot of other YouTubers talk about this and loving it in all their favorites. So I decided to try this, and especially because it's a silicone-free primer, I thought that this should be really nice for kind of everyday use in a way, because you will not have silicones, they will not block, the pores. And I'm happy to say that this is fantastic, not only because a lack of silicone, but also because it's a very good face primer. I tested this here in Scotland, then in Paris, then in Moldova, and in Moldova it was 26, 27 degrees, sometimes 29 degrees, and it did a great job, keeping my makeup in place and being at the same time quite hydrating in a way. It's not usually, when I use a very long-lasting kind of primer, it's quite mattifying, it will just dry out my skin after a couple of hours. This is kind of the opposite, and even though it will make my makeup to last longer, it's not drying, it's actually quite hydrating, and it smooths out everything. So this is why I like this so much. The next one is my By Terry Cellulose Brightening CC Cream. Now this is a very interesting product because it has this lightweight texture, and it's a bit more on the peachy, yellowy kind of color side. So it gives you a little bit of a tint, but contains a bunch of very fine shimmery particles. What I like to do with this, I apply this, on my face as a primer. Sometimes I can apply this on top of my Hangover RX to give me that extra brightening underneath my foundation, underneath my CC cream, or if I'm using just a powder foundation, just to brighten everything. I also like to mix this with my matte foundations or my BB creams, such as the Dr. Jart BB cream rejuvenating one. Plus, I really like to mix this with my high coverage foundations or my, again, medium to high coverage BB creams, for example the Dr. Jart BB cream, again because of these very fine shimmery particles, because it makes the foundation and the BB cream more luminous, but at the same time this peachy, yellowy color kind of brightens the complexion without giving you that extra coverage. You can also wear this one just on its own. It will give you just probably zero coverage, very light coverage. It will make your skin a bit more uniform, but still not a lot of coverage. But because of the shimmery particles, your skin will look very radiant, but at the same time very natural. It's a natural dewiness in a way. It's not like a fake shimmer kind of stuff on your face. Now, another thing that I've been loving in April is my Elemis Pro Collagen Cleanser. I had this bad boy with me in Paris, in Moldova, and I still have a little bit left. It is a yellowish tinted balm. It's very creamy, very emollient, and it reminds me a little bit of the Moringa cleansing balm from Emma Hardy. Of course, for traveling, the size is perfect. They do have, you know, like a bigger jar, but I do like this one for traveling because it's small. And the second thing, even though it's a cleansing balm, you can actually rinse it off, which is the thing that I prefer with my cleansing balms. I don't like, for example, there are a lot of the Amorovitsa Thermal Cleansing Balm or the Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm. The Oscar Renaissance Cleansing Gel, you need to, you know, just rinse it off with a washcloth. So you need something, you know, to take off the balm from your face. If you apply just water, you will still feel that, you know, greasy film on your face. With this one, it's not like another makeup remover that I wanted to mention. Again, that was with me when traveling, is the Defa Cosmetics Aqua Shake. This is the biphasic makeup remover that I have, and I had a couple of these like sachet, and they have basically like a small towel kind of thing, a small tissue that is filled with this lotion, and you can remove, you know, your makeup. It's basically like a cotton pad already filled with makeup remover. And not only I like the packaging, but also the product itself, the makeup remover itself, it's very good because it removes everything. So this is exactly what I need. I do have also the bottle of this, so which I use at home, but this one for traveling, amazing. I already talked about Aesthetic Cosmetics in one of my videos that I posted probably in March, but this one is definitely a product that I use again a lot, and it's because it's a very good powder foundation. I will be honest, the powder itself is not super fine or super luxurious, but it looks very nice on the face when applied on the face, and I like to use this, you know, on top of my foundation if I need extra coverage, or just on its own for my like no makeup days. It's very easy to use. You just need a big powder brush and you just apply this all over, and it gives you that coverage. You look very nice, you look very fresh. It's definitely not like a dewy foundation because it's powder in powder format, a bit more natural, a bit more, you know, eco-friendly, which again I really like, and I know a lot of people, you know, think about those aspects when buying some makeup products, but the product itself is really good indeed, and it did not break me out because some other powder foundations did in the past. Next I have two different skincare products from the same brand, and the brand is called Huxley. This is a Korean skincare brand, and I would say it's on the like mid-range. It's not like high-end prices, and it's not super low-end like for example Innisfree or Tony Moly. It's something like in the middle. But as you can see in here, these are well loved. The sleep mask, I like to use this one not only as a sleeping mask, you know, before going to bed and applying a very big layer of this on my face, and then in the morning rinsing it off, but also as a moisturizer for the day if I don't wear any kind of makeup, because I feel like it just maintains that hydration level, hydration barrier in place, and everything looks very nice, very hydrated, very smooth. It also has a very light texture, so it almost like melts into your skin when, you know, it touches your skin basically. So it's very good for massaging your skin in a way, so I like to do a little massage when applying this. It's not basic, it's more than basic, but I feel like again it will work for a lot of skin types. And the oil essence, this is just my dream essence because it's not super liquidy like some other essences that I've tried from the Korean beauty market or skincare market, but it's not super thick either. It's also very good for layering, which I really appreciate. A lot of the Korean skincare products are very good for layering, and again will not give me any kind of breakouts, because sometimes some Korean skincare products can give me some bumps here and there, which I don't like, which is not cool. But this last thing that I wanted to mention is actually a makeup brush, and it's 134 from Zoeva. This is just fantastic for highlighter. I always use this little brush, and I always take this with me even if I'm traveling, because I need to have it when I use my highlighter to have it in place. It just distributes the product so beautifully, and it's not super big, as you can see. It's not super small. Some highlighting brushes are very dense, are very big, so they distribute the product all over my face. With this one, you are definitely a bit more precise, but it's not super densely packed, which I like, especially for highlighters, because yes, it's nice if you have that extra shine, but sometimes, you know, you want just... Okay guys, and that's it for my April favorites. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know again, what are your favorites for April and what are you loving right now, so we can discover some new products together, and I will see you in my next video.